everybody, it's finally deer season. Hey! It's the morning on the first day. Not much has happened. In fact, nothing has happened. I was a little optimistic last night because we saw a lot of deer out feeding and crossing the road and all kinds of stuff as we were making our way here, but it seems that they probably spent all night feeding and now they are just bedded down, sleeping off their soybean and corn-induced hangovers. What can you do? You never know what's going to happen. I'm hoping that if I just stick it out, then later in the day they'll get up back on their feet and they'll be out to do it all over again. And maybe we'll start seeing some deer. But it's, I think it's in the low 30s now. Stuff is melting just a little bit. We got some snow a couple days ago. It's been unseasonably cold. I'll just show you what it looks like outside. I was hoping those deer would be out and moving around, but alas, they're not. So I'm wearing my layers and doing what I can to stay warm so I can stay here. This is hunting, so obviously it's feast and famine. You never know what's going to happen, and your fortunes can change in an instant. So I'm going to keep drinking my hot liquids, and I'm going to make some soup a little bit later on. Nothing fancy, just instant ramen. I'm going to just show you around my little plastic house here. Got a chair with a back to keep me comfortable. Brought my backpack and a bucket full of stuff. There's already a bucket in here, and there's a shelf in here where I keep all my stuff, and that's where I'm going to cook my soup and boil up some water for some tea later on. Just do what I can to stay warm, stay on the stand. Hopefully something will happen pretty soon, but until then I'm just going to hope for the best. Thanks for hanging out with me. Wish me warmth and luck. Back. It's the second day of deer season. We're about midway through the day. And I have seen 0 deer. Big fat nothing. Usually by now I've seen deer somewhere running through the bottomland over there or this dirt field. Or maybe sometimes there's a young deer or two that'll be hanging out in this restored prairie here. Bedding down, walking around, eating a little bit, just hanging out, but nothing. And it's kind of cold. There's a few snowflakes in the air right now, so I'm just gonna do what I can to stay warm. Keep drinking my hot tea. I'm gonna make some soup here in a little bit, and do what I can to stay here and stay ready for the unknown, the unexpected. Hopefully the deer will be on their feet, moving around toward the end of the day. That did not happen yesterday like I hoped, but you never know. Hoping for a miracle. So, it's the third day of deer camp. Still, not much happening. Toward the end of yesterday, I saw one little deer, but it was little, so it's still out there. Between all of us, that's all we've seen. The deer are non-existent. If I had to guess, I would say it's the weather that's doing it. Yesterday was raw, and today is downright frigid. It's a couple notches more intense. It's about 15 degrees, and temperature's falling, and the wind is gusting, I would guess, to about 20 miles an hour. So, we're just going to see how long we can last, and we're going to call it a day. Feeling a little desperate right now, but what can you do? That's hunting. Feast or famine. Love it or leave it. Alright, hang tight. Well, I guess that's it. It's almost 1 o'clock, and I had to call it quits because I'm done. I'm cold. My feet are the weakest link, and I had to give in. So, it started snowing real hard. I'm gonna have to get on my way. But this has been something. I think this hunt, everyone is different, and this one's gonna be remembered as the cold and deerless one. Unfortunately, it can only get better from here, I think. I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna wait out the weather a few days, and I'm gonna go back out somewhere different later on in the week. I'm gonna go down to the chronic wasting disease management zone in the southeast part of Minnesota, and see if I can find some deer. There are a lot of deer down there, so maybe we'll get some meat yet for the freezer. Thanks for sticking with me, and we'll check in with you soon.